Hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta...
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite. Still nothing here in quarter one, but an early test to check in on as we've got a third down situation looming. From the gun on third, Watson. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. Our scoreless game, well, it may not stay that way much longer as this defense is out there needing a stop on first and goal.
Check. Let it go.
Geis, they'll try to run it, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Back to throw, Watson. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this third down situation?
Ready? 18, Gator. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And this defense in a little bit of a tight spot here. The ball is inside the red zone. Second down and 6.
Here we go. Switch. 61, matchbox lights.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Hey, Delta.
Second and 6. This is Butler making the catch. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 20-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Coming up here, this defense looking for a third down stop in the second quarter.
Ready?
Man, I got you.
5.
55. Right there in the middle. 55.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
On 3rd and 2, Connolly. And that will be incomplete.
Hey, that's big time. That's big time. Good work. Good work. Game time. Game time. Let's go. 30 base. They're going to need some therapy after this. Ready?
On fourth down, Connolly. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there.
That's the stick. Set. AP Gator. No game on this defense. No game. Switch. Down.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, Echo. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
From the gun, Connolly. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Ebukam. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Mike 55. Check 55. Mike. Here we go. Mike 55. Mike 55. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Get it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Connolly. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Back to throw. Connolly. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A 5-yard. On 2nd down now, this defense sort of finding themselves with their backs against the wall. Ball in the red zone. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson, his throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, and it's 3rd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and they'll cut the lead back. Just above 1 minute remaining here in the second quarter. This offense looking to get down at least into field goal range, but they're starting on their own side of the field. On first down, Connolly. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. He's a second-round pick, a solid second-round pick, but when you're close to that first round, do you come in with a little chip on your shoulder?
You definitely do, because now your money's not the same. But even more than that, it's the prestige. Everyone wants to be a first-round pick, and he thought his talent demanded that. And I do know some teams in the league that had first-round grades on him.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Tighten up, tighten up.
On 1st and 10, Connolly. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Second and 15. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. My 52. Watch the run. Watch you.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Connolly. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was... A big play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this 3rd down stop in the 3rd quarter?
You draw Corker.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chain. Now in a pretty difficult situation is this defense up to the task. Ball in the red zone, 2nd and 5. Off play action. Connolly flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison, and a big turnover. Time to hop in as this defense will need to make a red zone stop, starting with his 2nd and 4.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 now. 4 now.
Hey, Jack.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Come on, boy. General West. Hey, high 7. Check safety. Mark 55, Mark 55. Get it.
Operating from the gun, Connolly. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Carl Lawson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field. We jump into the action. It's 2nd down and 3, and the ball in the red zone.
52. Mike 52. All down, baby, all down. 5.
On 2nd down now, Nixon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there to set them up 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Watching you find. Defense wins championship.
From the gun, Connolly. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
I got it. And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Escaping the pressure right. Touchdown, Bears!
Touchdown, Bears. Let's go.
We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know.
So the task for this offense is preserving this lead. It's a tight game late, and the defense also, keep in mind, they do have 3 timeouts. Now Joe Mixon, he'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mixon. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Get in the weight room.
This is Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Joe Mixon, his first touchdown of the new. No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on fourth. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on fourth.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Here we go on fourth. Watson, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And to be frank, Charles, probably not too many people surprised at how this one turned out.
Yeah, I don't think so at all. I mean, they're such a good football team. They were at home. You know, you walked in and you looked at the advantages and you saw that they had most of them. It'd take a lot to try and even it up. I just thought two words for this ball game: methodical and predictable. And both of them came together.
So for the Bears, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first two home games. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.